Sag, welcome to your full moon energy read. Depending on where you are in the world, the full moon will be available to you January 26th, 27th, thereabouts. And yeah, it's a great time to look at really concentrated, focused energy is around the full moon. More so at the beginning of the year, first full moon of the year. This is going to be the full moon in Leo. Let's get cracking. What's going on, please? Show me Sagittarius in that full moon energy. Show me Sag, please, in that full moon energy. Show me Sagittarius in that full moon energy. In case you're confused by the schedule today, you may have missed the mid-month check-in in January where I announced the brand new schedule changes. It will be outlined for you in the description box, yeah? What's going on, please? Show me Sagittarius, show me Sag, show me Sag, show me Sag. Like always, take a resonates, leave it does not. Reverse those energies as you see fit. These are general collective readings, not one-to-one private, which is to say they may not fit you at all. Normal. Check your other placements, yeah? What's going on, please? Show me Sag in that full moon energy. Show me Sag in that full moon energy. What's going on? Show me Sag, please. Ace of Wands, you and Taurus. And I promise you, this gets shuffled many, many times in between takes. Never mind what you see on camera. Lots of shuffles here. So if you have any Taurus, it's funny because I said Taurus, if you have any Leo in your chart, check those out. And I'm telling you, if you have any Taurus in your chart, check. Yeah, there you go. And the Chariot, beautiful. Seven of Pentacles, slow growing. That's all right. That's all right. We're getting there. We're getting to where it is you want to be. And that's all I want for people. If it takes time, it takes time. We have to grow, develop, and change along the way. But your passion and your enthusiasm remains, or it hasn't really changed course. It modified along the way, yeah. But for the most part, I see you being very consistent with your energy distribution and overall sense of day-to-day activity to also your overall sense of this is how I'm moving forward in life. These are my goals as I understand them. This is my kind of energetic punch or ID behind it. So you have already things in play that work for you. And some things grow faster than others, true, but you don't seem to have lost your force or your momentum surrounding it. Heart of the matter, Knight of Pentacles, like I said, you're moving at your own particular pace, but with full enthusiasm that this is the correct direction. Nothing too specific at this time. That's fine with me. Sometimes, you know what, that steady on course, sometimes that's one of the best reads you can get because it's exactly what it sounds like, steady on. But I don't know. We might clarify. You could show me an absolute mess. I have no idea. Like, let's say outside, Sag. Outside, I'm beautiful, Christina. Inside, you could be an absolute mess. I don't know. It's not an insult. Take it as one. It's all 12 signs. Eventually, you're going to get one of those readings. I don't know. Let's take a look at you. Show me that Knight of Pentacles. Show me that Knight of Pentacles. But I like that you know where you're going. Okay, and that you got good natural energy behind it. Based on experience, sense of self, and your goals. And hey, that's good stuff, man. That is good stuff. Show me that Knight of Pentacles. Show me that Knight of Pentacles. Show me that Knight of Pentacles. Show me that Knight of Pentacles, please. Stuff will come up. Stuff always comes up. That's life, right? That's how we deal with it. That's what counts. All right. With stars. The Emperor. Like I said, Nine of Cups. That's literally the definition of making your dreams come true. Like I said, you know where you're going. And if it's slow, it's slow. You don't care. You're saying, this is my dream, and I'm taking it seriously. This is overall laugh. I'm trying to combine the words life and path, and came up with laugh. Okay. So your life path is really laid out. You have a particular blueprint, and you are following it to the best of your abilities. I do believe you built this particular blueprint, which is why it looks like you're taking your very careful time with it. You're saying it needs to be this way. It's specific for you. It's not a generic life path at all. It's very specific to you, your needs, and your goals. And I see you taking charge of all of it. It's like a grand sweep of energy, direction, focus, goal orientation. So I know that's very, and that's okay. Like I said, you started this path. You're determined to meet it on your terms as you designed it. And that means going slow, not fast. And you're like, I'm in charge, literally, of my dreams. You understand Nine of Cups correctly in this orientation. What it means is that Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment based on how you love yourself. So the more you understand you love yourself, the more you understand you're in charge of making your dreams come true. It's not about having whatever it is you want handed to you. That's genie in the bottle kind of wish fulfillment, okay? In other words, not realistic. But when you realize you are your own genie, that's when you start making things happen. Heck yes. It's like, you know what? I rub my own lamp. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Huh. You know what I meant. Yeah, you know what I meant. Hi, if you're new to the channel, my name's Christina. I'm a little different. Okay, but yeah, I don't care how slow it is. I don't care. You know, you're going to build that blueprint as you go. You know, what does Stephen King say? I think in one of his lectures to a graduating class of students. What did he say? By all means, build a blueprint. Just write it in pencil. Something like that. Yeah. That way you can make modifications as you go. That's one of the benefits of going slow. You're taking this dream seriously, and you hold yourself responsible for that dream. Okay? Fulfilling it, being pleased with it, and understanding that star pathway is right for you. So congratulations to you. A lot of people will desire a star, but they won't do anything about it. It's like, it's just so hard to reach for it. Yeah, that's why it's the star. Kind of tells you who's who in life. People who wish upon it and those who reach for it. And you're clearly reaching for your particular star on your terms. Okay? But it's not arrogance. This means something to me. It's important. Therefore, I'm choosing the direction, pace, speed, and what my goal outset should be. You know? Yeah, absolutely. All right. That's a hell of an opening. So whatever it is that you're doing, you're achieving, it's on a particular route, and you want it to stay that way. Ace of Wands. Show me your Ace of Wands, please. Show me that Ace of Wands. Show me that Ace of Wands, please, for Sag. Show me that Ace of Wands, please, for Sag. The World. Interesting. Two of Cups. Quick. Who? Yeah, this is not an exit, it's an entrance. Exits are very, very easy to see, and entrances aren't as easy to see because people don't do them as often. You're showing me entry into what is possibly an emotional union with somebody, but the idea is it's balanced. This is the same page energy. It's you and me. This is how we express ourselves to each other. I see you harmonizing with what could be a renewal cup with somebody, and I'm not sure it's you that prompts it. You seem to be on the receiving end of it. Sometimes I can see direction, sometimes I can't, but this one I see direction. I see it coming towards you. It's a cycle that's opening up towards you, or rather I should say reopening. I believe it's either someone brand new presenting their energy towards you, but then that... The thing is, with the World, it can be very confusing about opening up in the entry. It's usually because something closed that preceded it. So yes, this could be a brand new influential energy that's coming towards you pretty quickly. Or it's the construct of reemergence and reopening a cycle that was once closed. Either way, it's entry or re-entry. It's going to be one of those guys. But you'll know sooner rather than later because you seem to be on the receiving end of this. I don't see you prompting it. I see you receiving it. It's exciting. It's exciting. I don't think you know about this Ace of Wands just yet. I don't know that's fully... I just see a reaction to it is that you seem to be pleased. Happy. You personally seem to be happy with this. So, somebody wants to emotionally harmonize with you. This is between you and I. Okay? Or if it's brand new, I'd like this to be between you and I. What do you say, Sag? Do you think you could be cool with that? Like, are we cool? We cool? What is it? Oh, it's a Prince song. The Beautiful Ones. That's what it is. The Beautiful Ones. That drives me crazy because I know what it is and I can't access it. The Beautiful Ones. It's Prince. There's a lyric in that song, The Beautiful Ones, that always makes me smile because it's so nonchalant, and that's what it kind of... If we got married, would that be cool? It's kind of like that. You want to join Cubs? Would that be cool? It's like, it's really nonchalant, but it's super exciting, and you're reacting to it. It's like, you're happy. I'm not saying you're not. You are. You're pleased. Your heart is smiling. So it's making me smile. You're just like, I'm just over here being an emperor with my life path goals or whatever. I'm just taking my time. I'm making my dreams come true. It's like, oh, what's this? Is this? Oh, whose cup is this? Oh my God. It's beautiful. It's sweet. It's incredibly simple. And the only thing that's throwing me off is that World. It's not an exit. It's an entry. And also, therefore, by definition, in tarot, can be a re-entry. Oh. Cheers. Okay. A Chariot. It's great. It's so funny. I mean, going back to Taurus, I saw them prompt a World. So it's so funny how that's lining up with this new schedule, you know? the overflow like that, the energetic overflow, especially for people who have multiple references in their chart for the various signs. Yeah, I kind of expected this, but to see it so quickly is interesting. All right, let's see the Chariot, please. Let's see that Chariot. Let's see that people got on board with that schedule change, eh? Let's see that Chariot. They're lining up their energies for the reads accordingly. Oh my God, that Virgo's next. What am I going to see with Virgo? All right. This is great. This is interesting. I'm not saying it's all, you know, peaches and cream. Peaches and cream. Oh. No, that's, oh. What was that, face off? That was very intimate. Oh my. Well, we're not doing intimate tarot today. But I just heard I could eat a peach all day. Oh my. Well, no. Somebody likes peaches, you know. Yeah, guys, I don't do this kind of tarot. It's just things hit me the way they hit me, and I'm obligated to report it. So you're giving me very specific impressions today. Very. Somebody is. All right, let's see that Chariot, please. Somebody loves a peach. And it's not just like that. I mean, like, literally the fruit. It's both. It's both. It's both the fruit and the other thing. Wow. So very prominent image. Wow. Somebody loves their peaches. There it is. There's the invitation to balance. Oh my. Ooh. I know. Okay. Yeah. Oh my. Yeah, we got matching frequencies here, all right. To say the least. It feels driven. It does feel driven. It does feel like it's coming towards you. It's with intent. It's with purpose. But on the surface, despite the energy exchange and all this references to peaches I keep getting, sweet like a peach. Sweet peach. Like a sweet peach, a summer peach. Just, Yes. Okay. So the Chariot moving forward in this particular direction, when it happens, it's going to line up fairly quickly. I'm not saying it's rushed. It doesn't look rushed. It's just the intensity behind it suggests I'm on board with this. I know the direction. I'm comfortable with the direction. I want my energy to flow in this direction with you. Let's balance. And your response is yes. I see you balancing with this person. And it starts out right here. With the Six of Pentacles, nice, practical, easy, functionary, okay? But the energy behind it suggests you and I are more alike than we are different, and it's looking like you're both showing up to express, I don't know, catching up. Let's call it catching up, okay? But the strength of conviction behind it that says, I'm going to go with what feels right. And it feels very strongly right to one and the both of you. And I said one, but it's actually both. It's both. We're leveling up, measuring up the cups here. So here's the communication. Here's the real world activity, matching frequencies, and somebody's showing up saying, I choose to be here, and I'm going with what feels right. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I don't know what's going to be all that today, Saggy. You know. You know, I mean, it's because I can read intimate tarot, I can see things with slightly different layers and get hit with different impressions because I'm accustomed to it. I've made space for it. I listen to my intuition on that side of things too. It's not just passion. There's love in here, absolutely. The desire to balance in the real world, because there is something about this alliance that feels exactly like that it's good on both sides. Yes. While you're off there marching off in glory for your own goals. Let's see that Seven of Pentacles. Show me that Seven of Pentacles. Show me that Seven of Pentacles, please. Show me that Seven of Pentacles. Slow growth here. What is this about? Eight of Cups. Ace of Swords. The Magician. Going back to you, at a more personal level, this is something that you are already aware of. So the Sag I'm looking at, I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. You're saying that you want to get back into more emotional contact with yourself, and that's been a slow growing process. Trusting your particular feeling, growing back into it, and being comfortable manifesting feeling for yourself again, personal feeling. Feeling more emotionally attached to your everyday grounded reality. You're saying this is a slow growing process. You're knee deep in it. And sometimes you feel yourself checking out from it. It's kind of like you made a kind of declaration to yourself to be more present and more present oriented. This is looking like a personal manifestation goal, one that you're already aware of. It's like an aside. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with this, but your overall sense of, I want to be more grounded. I want to be more involved emotionally in my life. I want to be more spiritually involved in my life. And that's been a slow growing process. So that tells me sometimes you experience detachment, getting lost in the kind of day-to-day. Overall, are you happy with the direction of your life? Yeah. You've carefully planned it. You know, you're heavily goal-oriented. You back up what you do, what you say you're going to do. You really enforce those plans and you keep your eye on the vision. But you personally, sometimes you feel emotionally checked out. Not because you're unhappy, I think, at all. I think it's just one of those things where the monotony kind of grows on you. It's slow, Seven of Pentacles. Sometimes things are so slow, it gives you room to just kind of check out. And you lose sight of the present. That's it. Sometimes it's really hard for you to stay in the present. You get checked out mentally and emotionally. You know that. And you're trying to pull more awareness into your present moment. And I can kind of see why. Because, you know, this is what life is like, guys. When you are that heavily goal-oriented and, you know, I am the master of my own destiny and I author my own book. You know, when you get that kind of energy going, you know what this is like. You tend to look really further out into future context. And then, yeah, I can definitely see where you would get lost in the present sometimes. Sometimes you check out from the everyday, okay? You have to remember, and I have to remind myself of this too, guys. You know, you stay in the present, stay in the present. I'm glad that we're working through these goals. Things are shaping up well, but sometimes we got to pull back from that and focus right here in the moment, okay? And don't forget to live life. If you forsake your present, then you might as well not have a future. What's the point of having a future if you can't live in the moment? You see what I'm saying? Because it's in the moment and being in the moment and being present that's going to largely determine the success of your future. So yeah, I completely agree with you with manifesting. Remember to stay in the present. Remember to stay focused. And remember that your emotions should be here in the mundane day-to-day as well. I know, the day-to-day drudgery that is life, paying the bills, doing the dishes, doing the laundry. It's not star stuff, Christina. I just want to be immersed in my star travels every day, all day. I know. It's really boring being in the 3D sometimes. But it's those moments, those grounding moments, honestly, that keep us where we are, that help keep us stabilized and help keep us sane, even though it's quite monotonous, like I said. We know this. You know, there's still value in it. There's still value in it. Drudgery aside, I know it. And I have to do that thing too sometimes where it's like, stay here. Stay here. Stop thinking about the channel or this, that, and the other. You know, or how my kid, what is she going to look like after she graduate college, and is she going to be okay? Just pull it back, right? You're doing that, and it's fine. It's fine. Okay. All right. I think for some of you, that was one of your personal goals this year, by the way, since I am saying that as a New Year's resolution that's so tied heavily to the new year based on your experience of the past year. I think some of you made that a goal at the beginning of the year. I do. To stay more present-oriented, okay? All right. I know that feeling. It makes sense. Let's do that Six of Pentacles, please. Show me that Six of Pentacles. Show me that Six of Pentacles. Show me. Show me that Six of Pentacles, please. Show me that Six of Pentacles. Six of Swords, Knights of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles. And now I see you contemplating the direction of this. This Six of Pentacles, why it feels good to balance with them, and it does. It does. I think I've made that clear. You both seem to benefit in some way. There is also a growing feeling that perhaps we are moving back into a regular balance with this person. But you're saying slow. Don't expect anything from it. Don't put too much into it. Just if this balance you have with this person, well, you admit it feels really, really good. And it does. You're also saying don't expect anything from it. Okay? Just if it grows, great. But it's going to be a hands-off process. That's interesting. Okay? It may not be the literal translation for what you're experiencing, but the method around it, which is 3D method, suggests It's just that you should expect a slow growth from this, and that you would prefer it that way, if there's any growth at all. It has to be taken at a kind of practical face value. But that, yeah, you don't mind balancing with it, and you wouldn't even mind balancing with it regularly. You seem to be drifting back to this with the Six of Swords. So I told you it's a re-entry, guys. I'm pretty sure it's a re-entry. It's one that probably is long ago far away, because it does feel disconnected. You're having to drift back to this balance with this person, get adjusted back to the balance with this person. If you choose to do that, you have your own free will. You don't have to do anything. The Knights of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, you're also saying, if I drift back to a balance with this person, it's going to have a very slow growth, if anything at all. So no real strong emotional or spiritual expectations surrounding it. Okay? It's like if there's any growth at all towards it, you said you'd be surprised. So again, the idea is no expectations on it. If you balance with it occasionally, so be it. But that's it, really. You don't seem to have a plan attached to it like you did with your overall goal constructs. This person isn't like intertwined with you like this. It's kind of like balance with it, see where it goes, but no expectations. Let's just take it from there. I admit it feels good. You say it feels good. We're both correct. But also, let's not have any expectations. If we balance here and there, like once a month, whatever, cool. We'll just start there. Kind of like that. It's very straightforward in that respect. I think it's because you don't know how it would grow, even if you balance with it more frequently. It's like, how would it grow, though? So, you don't seem to have any plans around it the way you plan your life. Okay, and this one's just set at a particular speed. Okay, let's get some advice, please. Any advice, please, for Sag? Any advice here, please, for Sag? It's kind of like if you balance with it, great. Appreciate those moments. Remember, get grounded back into reality. But you still have a very large goal attached to you that you're going to be traveling on that particular pathway for some time. I don't know that this person's necessarily going to grow into that goal with you. Okay, but it's kind of like, it's enough to just kind of start balancing with it again and see where it goes from there. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't want you to be disappointed by it, but the Sag I'm looking at, that's the conclusion you've arrived to, not what I'm telling you. And I guess it makes sense, you know? It makes sense. If you're in that situation, it makes sense to you, then it makes sense to you. Okay. Any advice, please? Okay. Strength. Four of Cups. Yeah, okay. The strength to overcome disappointment and not to allow that to override your sense or willingness to open up. Okay. So there is some disappointment here. Emotional disappointment, upset, not being on the same page. We have to have strength to kind of override that Four of Cups, to be willing to open up in the right ways. Again, opening up here, taking a chance on someone you know or someone you don't. Either way, it's a risk. So long as it's a healthy risk and you feel good about it and you'd rather try than not, then it's a good risk for you. Okay? But yeah, for some folks, you need to have strength to override disappointment in order to be open to the possibility. Okay? All right. That was really straightforward, simple advice. The Hierophant, Five of Wands, Ace of Cups. Okay? Well, there's some spiritual significance around opening our heart towards this for at least one person here. A strong sense of individual here. Okay. Somebody has to commit to opening the heart in order for this to mean something. If we continue to show resistance in the heart, we will continue to have resistance in everything else. In other words, if we don't allow our heart to flow freely without our own bullshit getting in the way, you know, we're not going to really be able to commit to what we feel and why we feel it or understand where it's coming from. It's very generic advice. I apologize, but this is pertinent to at least one person in this scenario. You know, stop fighting what's in the heart and just commit to the fact that there's feelings there at all. And then the fight will go away, you know. Now, there could be an expectation of argument here. I really don't see it that way. It looks more like a self-soothing thing to me. And that if I can just stop fighting myself and what I feel and commit to that, my heart will be open and I can be open to this. Okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, So then, essentially, I just now noticed that. Apologies, but I just now noticed it. Essentially, we're not too far apart then for either one of these advices. Really, it takes strength to open up and to be willing to open up. I mean, really be open up and to kind of get over disappointment and allow new energy to flow through. Okay? And for somebody else, it takes commitment to stop fighting in the heart, to accept what one feels. Okay? So a little bit for the both of you, maybe. You let go of the pride of being hurt and really be willing to take a new risk. So yeah, there's a little bit there on both sides, I suppose. Okay. Perfect timing. The timing is the timing is the timing. It is perfect timing. How do I even say that? This is perfect timing. Huh. I just finished XYZ with a perfect timing. There's something about perfect timing that will be confirmation in and of its own right. How interesting. How interesting. Within the next few weeks. There you go. Beautiful. Okay. Let's get some moonology here. Oh. A time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. Okay. The energy is gaining momentum. And what do you need to release? Yeah, I see a little bit of release on both sides. Okay. A willingness to push past disappointments in somebody else, the willingness to kind of put down the guard in their heart and commit to what they feel. And between those two energies, you two find common ground to connect. But what do we need to release? The energy is gaining momentum, as we're saying. And a time to give rather than take. Someone needs to be more giving than taking. Okay, at least one person here. All right. In terms of generosity, nurturing, okay, feeling comfortable or being made to feel comfortable, being gracious with one's words and actions, that kind of thing. All right, anything? Yeah, let's do a couple of these. Oh, life-changing decision. Understanding one's self-worth and being mindful of expectations. I said that distinctly over here, no expectations. It might be a slow back and forth process. Very slow, but it's looking like we're choosing to reapproach the Six of Pentacles, but from a very practical, no expectations point of view, because honestly, neither one of you seems to have an idea of how this is supposed to grow. So it's literally taking it a pentacle at a time, a meeting at a time, one construct at a time. So that's why I said no expectations. It felt like that. It seemed like a practical decision between these two folks in some way, you know? But it is a life-changing decision. One that you may not be able to see its output yet. Dark Night of the Soul, regrets. Now this is very distinct, very distinct. You didn't show me this, but somebody experienced this. Dark Night of the Soul. When we had one of those tower nights, one of those nights where towers hit us whether we like it or not, and it hits the very recesses of our being, spiritually and emotionally. In other words, it takes you to some really dark places, man. You ever had one of those nights? Somebody did. Somebody did. You both had, I believe, I see advice for two people. So that tells me you might both have Sag in your chart, because otherwise, why else would they do that? By they, I mean spirit, God, guides, whatever you want to call them. Dark Night of the Soul and regrets. Somebody here distinctly has some really, really strong regrets. And it took one of those nights when we feel like we're the most twisted and tormented that we had clarity about what was really going on with us in terms of making decisions and what we did while we did, or why we didn't do what we didn't do, feelings, thoughts, so on and so forth. So we have, out of that night, somebody was able to embrace a painful construct. Is that I regret what happened. Said, not said, did, not did, that kind of thing. And that seems to be a distinct feature for somebody. Okay. So whomever that is, it is their time to give rather than to take, I believe. That's it. That's all I got, guys. I hope this helped you. Good luck to you both. I don't want you to be disappointed with that outcome, because I know it doesn't look flashy, but guys, we're talking about reconnecting with a very old cycle. I don't know how long you've been disconnected from it. And just the energy check that I'm seeing for the next month. So when I'm telling you, you both are going to have to figure out a slow rhythm to reapproaching the Six of Pentacles and a balance that actually feels like a balance, and just kind of seeing where it grows. That's what that means. you know? This is all happening within the next couple of weeks, and then you're going to have to take it from there. This is like an energy snapshot of maybe a month. Okay, because they didn't show me the Wheel of Fortune. They didn't show me Hanged Man, which would all imply further out, further out, further out. This is, yeah, I mean, that's going to be the most obvious conclusion for the two folks I'm looking at. Okay? It's fine. You take it from there. That's enough. That's enough to be getting on with. It's coming. It's coming. If it happens within, the next couple weeks, you remember this one, you'd be like, oh my God, Christina. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Put in the comments. I do hope this helped you. Take care. Be well.